What's up, Jet fans? I just finished watching the Jets game number 10 against New England. It was a low scoring game, not a lot of offense, and of course, the heartbreaking loss. The Jets fell to 6-4 now, and are surprisingly last in the division after being second. I think that just kind of shows how brutal the AFC East is and how close it is as well. But anyways, let's just jump into the game. Offense, there's not a lot to talk about that is good anyways. At least Elijah Moore made some receptions finally. I don't know what was happening there, but finally he made some receptions and he looked pretty good. But obviously the most critical thing, I'm concerned about Zach Wilson. Uh, there was a lot of wind in this game, and I think the coaches kind of told him to not play hero ball, which Zach Wilson likes, especially after the last time they played the Patriots. Um, but he still looked bad against the Patriots again. Um, and I think my biggest concern is not that he couldn't win the game for the Jets. He couldn't even check down correctly. There were like 2 or 3 times where like he was supposed to check down and he overthrew the receivers, and just on normal like mid passes, he just underthrew the receivers or overthrew the receivers. Almost got intercepted a couple times in this game. And I think that's really concerning. And in my opinion, and this is against, I would say, what the NFL thinks, but in my opinion, I'd rather have a QB who can't make crazy throws, but can make the easy throws. Um, and Zach Wilson right now is not that person, but I will say, to look on the bright side, I assume the coaches can coach easy throws, like just check downs and stuff. That's coachable. You can't coach the talent that Zach Wilson is showing. You can't coach that arm strength and the movement and the throw on the run. You can't really coach that too well. So that's he still has that. I think they just need to be able to coach the easy checkdowns for him. But right now he's overthrowing and underthrowing the receivers. We'll see maybe a game that's not so windy or something, but still, it's just pretty concerning. He just did not look good. He couldn't make the easy throws, and that's the problem. The defense played well. The secondary, I would say, well, everyone was playing with intensity, but the secondary was playing with intensity, but they couldn't make like open field tackles, which was really weird. But they still played. I think everyone was kind of mad at the last game they played against the Patriots. Everyone was kind of frustrated with that game, and I think they were angry, and you could see it. But just the secondary, for some reason, was just not good at making open field tackles, which was a little annoying because Mac Jones would make like a check down, and then the receiver would be able to get 10 yards, which was just very frustrating to see. But positive, because we're talking about the defense, they still played really well. The D line especially was amazing. Specifically, Quinnen Williams, of course. They got so many sacks in this game against a pretty good Patriots offensive line. So that was just really good to see. And they held the Patriots to 3, but then, of course, the walk-off, or basically walk-off punt return for a touchdown, which ended the game. And like it made me feel sick. And I just watched the game, and like I feel like sick because of that, and it was just absolutely brutal. The defense was playing so well, and then that just ended the game. In conclusion, the Jets are still 6-4, which, let's just be clear, that's still a good record. The Jets are playing way better than anyone expected, and they're a 6-4 team. Losing to the Pats in such a heartbreaking fashion really sucks, of course, and the remaining schedule is pretty hard. But I will say one of the easier games, not to say it's an easy game, but one of the easier games in the remaining schedule is next week against the Bears. And the Bears are 3-8, I believe, or they were going into this week. And but that I think their offense is playing a lot better than their record shows. So just be cautious, but this is definitely a winnable game for the Jets. And I think the Jets need to win this game if they want to make the playoffs, because the schedule gets a lot harder after the Bears. So I think the Jets really need to win next week's game, and then that still keeps them in the hunt for the playoffs. But anyways, I'm a little bummed out, as I'm sure all Jet fans are who just watched this game. But I think they have a really good chance to beat the Bears and hopefully get back on track. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.